Hello, hello, and welcome to Amethyst Racing. It's Tier 2 in Spa. It's me, Martin, and I'm joined by...
AFJ.
As we get ready for the longest track on the grid. 22 laps and an 18 minutes qualifying. This could be highly entertaining or highly disastrous, depending on how it goes.
Well, with the amount of people in, I'm guessing it's not exactly going to be chaotic, but we may see some entertaining racing.
Indeed, I'm gonna have to close TeamSpeak.
Wait, what?
They're gonna poke me. They're gonna poke me, and it's gonna say, "Hey, wake up!" and everyone's gonna hear that.
Why did you have TeamSpeak?
Because I play Valorant with other people.
Oh dear.
So we're waiting for people to come out now. Is there rain on the horizon?
Quite possibly. It is overcast, so it wouldn't surprise me. And it is Spa after all. So, we have someone out the pits. That is.
There's a McLaren.
It's Puthran first out the pits.
Puthran in the Haas. The only Haas driving today. This is the worst turnout I've seen for a while. I'm disappointed in you Tier 2 drivers. Stop having a life outside of Amethyst. If I'm not allowed one, you're not allowed one either. But here we go. It's going to be Puthran first to warm up his tyres here in Spa. If it rains, everyone should be wanting to get out as soon as possible. But maybe they're trying to leave it last moment at the same time so that they have the best track.
Yeah, I mean, but the amount of people going out and the spread of cars, I wouldn't assume that it's going to be raining anytime soon, because the game doesn't give you a specific time when it starts to rain, so you kind of just all rush to get out the pit lane ASAP.
Yeah. So it feels weird to say this, but my vice team principal has a grid penalty. But if he qualifies last, we will not be having a lobby restart.
Let's hope he qualifies last.
I would like to save myself some time.
As a team member, you don't want him qualifying last, but
No.
as a commentator, you want him qualifying last.
Yeah, I mean two minds. As long as he's fast in the race, that's all that matters.
I would like to see some Swan controversy during the race.
I would like to see Evan Potts spin in poo on and die. They've ruined Mercedes. The Mercedes that me and you know is no longer Alex. But Puthran is starting his lap now as he comes up to the source. Whip it around, rides the curb on the exit, and it's a drive down now to Leauge and Radion.
Yeah, to the fastest corners on the track. Puthran seemed to have a pretty decent exit out of turn one, a bit late on the throttle. Could have been a bit earlier, but we'll see what sector one time he does manage, and that's not a bad sector one time.
No, a good first lap from Puthran. I wonder what wings the man from India could be possibly running. Are they high or are they low? It is a gamble around here because you want to be rapid through sector 1 and 3, but you can't lose too much time in sector 2, otherwise you're not going to be able to attack well enough.
No, I mean, it is important to have enough straight line speed to stay ahead of the competition, especially during the race, but this is qualifying, and the most time can be gained through the corners in sector 2, so I'd imagine he's not running too high wings, but he's running somewhere in the region of fairly high wings. And sector 2, obviously purple, he's first man out on track, but every apex seemed pretty tidy. He's managing to get the car hooked up pretty well so far.
So now, as he comes through Belgium, and it's going to be up to the bus stop chicane for Puthran. Only 2 corners left to go. Will he drift it around? Which seems to be the meta in this game, is can you drift?
No, he kept it nice and tidy in the bus stop, and it's drive towards the line. It's a 41.3. That's a stonking first lap from Puthran. That is not bad at all.
Puthran to tier 1. Here we go.
Evan Potts with a 41.8, 5 tenths behind Puthran.
Another 4 tenths behind Puthran. Swan a 42.2. And then it's going to be the Alpine duo of Jehovah's-All, who goes 14.0. And Harrington. You got one job. Fantenberg understands the assignment. Next up it is, though, going to be Vlad Rosu, looking to regain his title. And Rosu goes 3 tenths up. Puthran's put a monster lap in. Puthran to tier 2 might be confirmed. What assist does Puthran use?
Well, he uses line, I believe, and I think that's it.
Puthran to tier 1. Here we go. We're hearing it now.
I would also like to point out Mr. Melvin Talbot's helmet. It's very vivid and vibrant.
And green.
I think,
meanwhile, Khan puts a big lap in. Only a 10th behind Puthran. We know these two like trading fastest laps in qualifying. And the only man left is going to be a Kevin Jerling. Might have a bit of traffic in his way, though. As Monk is coming out of the pits finally. Not the only time we've said Monk has been coming out.
Oh dear.
Is that my food? No, it isn't my food. God damn it. I got excited then. I have food anyway.
Looks like Jerlin is going to be coming across a bit of traffic, but I don't think it is going to hinder him that much. It is on a pretty much straight through to Blanchimont. Talbot just going on the grass to get out of the way. Evan Potts just ahead as well, letting through the Alpine of, I believe that's Jehovah's-All.
Who comes into the pick. Did give Jerling a little bit of a toe there, possibly.
Yeah, and he was a bit far back, but Jerlin is only enough for P6. Still not a bad lap time at all.
Sub 22 though, 42, sorry, 22.
22, that
would be Max Verstappen in a rocket ship levels.
I was going to say that would have been a very good lap.
Much has invalidated again, so he will not be setting a lap in his Connor Sport. I don't know which one, I think that's the girls' helmet.
I haven't done the story mode, so I have no clue.
It's mid.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it as good as the 2021 one?
No, it's worse.
Right.
I like the Devon Butler bit the most.
So it looks like Alfred Monk is the drunk man. Is going to be the only one starting his lap now.
Wraps it around wide and he's going to be starting it, trying to get as much of a straight as he can to power into La Source. And he's going to have a very quiet track.
He is, yeah. You've got to be late on the brakes into turn 1, early on the throttle. He seems to have not used all the track there. Maybe slowing it down just a bit too much.
Next up is Radion and El Rouge. Not
El Rouge and Radion.
Yeah, other way around. But onto the Camel Straight. What sort of lap time are we expecting? We're looking at 29 possibly.
No, he's in the 30s. That is not a great first sector.
Off of Puthran already.
Yeah, that is not a great first sector at all. Hopefully he can. Maybe he's running higher wings, but his turn 1 didn't seem to be too great, so we may have to gain as much time through sector 2 as possible. Careful not to invalidate through No Name.
Will he be flat out through?
No, he won't.
I've forgotten the names of the corners.
Puon.
Puon.
He wasn't flat out. No, he had a big lift and he still managed to nearly invalidate by running wide. But
he stayed in 8th gear as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, not exactly the best. Is that purple sector 2 or?
I don't trust the game. The game is atrocious.
And it is the drunk man. I wouldn't imagine he's exactly breaking the track record here, but seems to be doing a pretty tidy lap so far, I'd say.
He needs to get a solid banker in. He doesn't want to be starting behind too many people. This is his chance for points.
Has he still not scored points? It's only P9.
Oh, it would be points if he finished there. He hasn't scored points all season, I don't think.
Oh dear. I would also like to say Swan is P10, so there is still hope. There is still hope.
Who is the first to start this lap, though? It is going to be Drohovazel by the looks of it. Yeah, Drohovazel will be the first car to start their second lap, and it is going to be the Alpine driver rocking the pink helmet to start his second lap now.
Yeah, he didn't take that wider line starting the lap, which is the longest run to the start-finish line, obviously gaining you the most amount of time in this game, which makes no sense.
He's got an Aston right behind him here. We've got yellow flags further along. It's just a slow-moving car. That Aston not trying to give him a tow, though. He's trying to get that slipstream. Here we go. Oh, my God. He got a big, tasty tow, and he's up only just on his first sector time, though. Maybe losing a little bit of time in turn 1. As he's now going to come through Bordeaux. I think that's how you pronounce the corner name.
I have no idea.
It begins with B. And it's into no name. And Drohovazel looking for a tidy run through through Pouon now.
I don't think he kept it flat through there, which obviously would have lost him a bit of time.
Misses the apex through the campus chicane as well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the tidiest of laps from Drohovazel, but it may be quick. Yeah, he is up by a 2/10.
It's going to put him around Jerling pace right now. Drohovazel could be on for a move to go up to P6 provisionally. And after Drohovazel, it is Swan on a lap, I believe. Or is it Much?
It is. It is Swan. He's a 10th down.
Oh, no. Anyway, Drohovazel now drives towards the line. Is going to go sub... Oh, it's a good lap. It's P5. Found a good amount of chunk of time through the final sector. Swan now rounding the bus stop chicane. Going to floor it and drive towards the line. Car a little bit loose on exit. And Swan doesn't improve. Next
He's
up...
off by 300ths.
It is going to be Evan Potts to come across the line. Up 2/10 at the moment. And Potts goes P3. It's a Red Bull next of not Rosu, Fantenberg, who goes P7 still. Next up is going to be one of your team, and it's Rosu goes provisional pole, beats Spiky by 300ths.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing to see the track evolution first of all, but Spiky with that amazing first lap. He's only been beaten by one person
Much
so far.
Goes ahead of Swan. And next up it is going to be Puffran, who's invalidated.
He has.
So he's going to slink right into the pits and let us down. Khan, who's also invalidated his lap. So we look to see who could be on a lap.
Jerling just behind, I believe.
Who's not up on his time either. Down through Sector 2. Only by a couple of hundredths though, so he could improve here to go ahead of maybe Much or Fantenberg. But it's very tight times from P4 down to P7.
Yeah, we know this grid is pretty competitive. It's usually two people out in the front, and Jerling is into the pits.
Wasn't improving clearly.
No.
Swan is going to dive into the pits. Rear getting a little loose. Talbon is on a lap though, and he's invalidated it. Who else could be on a lap? Not Potts, who is very slow right now. Drohovazel's coming into the pit. Monk is on an out lap. Alfred Monk, what can you produce? Let's ride on board with Monk for a lap around Spa-Francorchamps. And it's going to be not a clean entrance into turn 1. The source proving to be Alfred Monk's kryptonite, unlike alcohol.
He stuck it through 4th gear for some reason.
And got a little bit wobbly on entrance.
I think the intoxication made him think he was still on F122. But he is on F123. That is a 3rd gear corner. He's down by nearly 4/10. This isn't exactly going to be a flyer from Monk, but he's keeping it tidy so far in Sector 2.
I can't see what gear he's in. Third gear for the whole of that corner. And my food is almost here, which we love to hear.
He didn't. He shifted down to 7th gear.
He did shift down this time. He has learned.
He did.
That might have found him a 10th. And then he misses the apex. And almost invalidates.
He's had one too many beers.
Monk and Swan to not score points. He did find a 10th though.
Apparently that's a purple set.
What was that?
I've never seen anything more Alfred Monk in my life.
Bus stop chicane, and he's gonna come into the pits because he's a drunk disgrace, and he hits the wall. So next up is Henningsen, who's on his outlap, about to start his lap. I'll let you commentate this one quickly because my food is here.
Alrighty, not taking that wider line to gain as much speed down the pit straight into turn 1, breaking at that 100 meter board down into 3rd gear, and he slightly misses the apex, but he seems to have gotten himself out of the corner. Alright, on the run down to Leauge and up over the hill of Radion. Yeah, he's kept that nice and tidy, back out to the right of the track and straight as possible down the camel straight. Let's see what sort of Sector 1 time he can produce. He's a 10th and a half up. That seems to be a purple Sector 1. I don't trust that. But again, through those sections, that section of the track, he seems to have kept it pretty tidy. A little wide through this corner into No Name now. Very easy to invalidate, but he's kept it almost invalidating right on the limit. There, quick downshift into 7th through Puon. Stick it to the left of the track. He hasn't done so. He has run it back out wide, which I'm not sure why. He's run it a little bit wide through the chicane section now. Back out to this very tricky corner. Once again, very easy to invalidate, but he's 6/10 up on his time. Back to the right of the track. Shortest run to Blanchimont now. 206 mile an hour through there. Very quick indeed. He must be running lower wings into the bus stop chicane. He hasn't locked the rears. He's kept it nice and tidy. He has got a McLaren ahead of him. That is Will Swan.
Ooh, and he's
to the
ahead
line
of Swan.
is P7.
Oh no, we restart at the moment. What
This could be very
back.
good.
But
the drunk man may ruin this.
if Swanicus can set a faster lap than his arch nemesis, Alfred Monk.
Please don't. I think you are right, Chewie. I do think Monk needs a breathalyzer test.
Is Monk going to make it across the line?
Not at all.
What an owl.
Here's a Muppet. I'm just having a look at Will Swan's lap at the moment. Oh, he gets a bit of oversteer. It doesn't look like he's going to be improving on this lap. So we may or may not have...
Jourling though, coming towards the line now. Jourling improves, but it's not enough to gain a position. Next up is going to be...
Melvin Talbot.
And what can Talbot produce?
He's running a lot lower wings than Harrington, only 201 mile an hour through Blanchimont compared to the 206 mile an hour of a Harrington. But towards the line, it's a 41.7. That's P5.
Doesn't improve. Now it's going to be Puffran, who doesn't beat. Oh my God! It's 3,000ths that he doesn't beat. And now it's going to be Swan. Can Swan improve?
Please don't.
No, we restart.
Yes. Mans Fantenberg up to P5. Vlad Rosso improves is a 41.124, 2/10 ahead of the next car, and Evan Potts, P3.
And Henningsen doesn't improve, but it's going to be Khan who has invalidated. So, it's just Ryan Much left. Who's going into the pits. No lobby restart!
That is a godsend.
Oh, life is good.
You've got your food. No lobby restart.
Oh.
Yes, you have, Spiky. You have indeed.
No lobby restart! I need to print screen that though.
Yeah, that may help. I am going to enjoy the battle between Swan and Monk.
Oh, it's going to be glorious. Glorious! I only have to take one screenshot as well. Because,
The attendance is poor.
yes. So it's sunny here in Spa.
Oh.
That means Tier 3 are going to get the wet race.
Yeah. That will be fun to watch.
Oh, but in other news...
Oh.
Oh, we're going to have to restart, aren't we?
Oh, Jerling, you spanner.
Yeah. Other news, my kebab is lovely.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, Fantenberg has one. Oh, yeah. There is a lobby restart.
Oh.
Does he?
Does he? I don't know.
Oh, he does. There is a lobby restart. God damn it. There is a lobby restart. I forgot Fantenberg existed.
Sod it.
Oh, Jerling remembered. There is a lobby restart. God damn it. As they get away for their practice start, Puffran does get a better start. But, I forgot about Fantenberg. God damn it. I forgot. Alright. Intermissions time. Yeah, there's a restart. I forgot Fantenberg also had a driving... a grid penalty. I'm so not used to him getting penalties that... him getting one threw me off. Hello, and welcome back. We have done the grid penalties. We're going to get ready to get underway for this 12-car shootout around Spa. Oh my days.
Is it raining?
Is it raining?
Yes! Yes! That's what we want.
And it's looking like it's full wet. It's not even intermediate. Look at the tyres in the garage.
Oh, this is going to be very, very fun. The chaos.
I've got my kebab. I've got my meat. I've got my entertainment now.
I can't lie, I sort of hope there's a pile-up like there was last season.
Monk.
Because that would be rather entertaining. Well, Monk's at the back, so it's going to be hard to do.
No, Monk is the one who's just going to kamikaze into people.
The a two-man pile-up, him and Swan.
We're hearing in chat that you are massive. That means multiple
Thanks, Peter.
things. That can mean multiple things.
Yes, that is very sus.
No, isn't that? Jungle is massive.
Oh, right.
Why did you have to make it that? Wow.
I would just like to say, Peter, last night, I was messaging it and he caught me off guard because out of nowhere, he just goes, "Oh, I'm starting."
He's going to get away well. The lights are off and away we go. Does Puffran get the start he needs to get past Rosu? It would appear not, but they're side by side into the source. No one died. There's a Red Bull very far. Henningsen not weathering the weather, and Potts thinking about a move on Puffran for a second there. Through a Rouge, and now they're up through Radion. Oh, is anyone going to die?
No one died.
No one died, but it is Puffran all over the rear now. Oh no. And Talbot gets past Potts. He didn't outperform him for long.
He did not. There was contact all over the place, and it seems that the Alpines are really struggling with grip at the moment. It's much up the inside of Drahovazol. There's not any contact, and they've done well to keep that from being contact, but they're going side by side into No Name. Oh god.
They've done it!
They have got through clean,
no.
but they're still side by side. Much just backs out. He's made the smarter decision. No!
Someone round? Oh, he's much getting loose, and Vandenberg getting aggressive with it.
And Vandenberg is through. Oh, and Harrington is dying at the back of the grid.
Oh no, oh, he really is. I would like to say we're seeing more full wet weather racing now than we do in real life.
Exactly, and Khan is all over the back of Evan Potts. Will he make a move into the bus stop? That would be a great place to make the move, but he's just not confident enough on the brakes, and Potts goes very deep. Khan with the switchback, and there's a pile-up, including Jerling, and I think Swan may have been involved in that.
And
I
Monk,
don't know.
possibly.
And Monk.
Oh, Puffran's ahead of...
Did you not know that?
Puffran overtook Rosu. Rosu was in the lead.
Puthran overtook Rosu on the Camel Straight on the first lap.
Oh yeah, shit, he did.
So it looks like Talbot is going to be all over the back of Vlad Rosu, coming down into Lake Calm. He's pulling out to the inside. He's just too far back to make any sort of move. At Fantenberg, looking on the inside of Drahovazol, and he can't find a way past at this point in time. It's too harsh of conditions, and Fantenberg nearly spins it around, much just nibbling at the rear of that Red Bull.
So Drunky Monkey has returned, and he's outside of the points as things stand.
Not really, because Jerling has a 5-second penalty.
He's almost.
He is almost at the point.
Is that? Oh! Vandenberg's gone round! You're drifting around poo on. That will definitely leave a poo on his pants.
Funny. Anyway, the field seems to have calmed down a little bit.
A little bit, but Rosu has made inroads onto Puthran.
He has. But it looks like Puthran is running lower downforce to him, so that is...
That is a bold move, Cotton. Khan did get past Potts with that lovely switchback out of the bus stop chicane.
He did, and it looks like Rosu has also gone very deep. Talbot gives him a little bit of a tap coming out of the bus stop chicane. He's all over the rear of him.
And Khan's
if I was him,
Khan sets fast as that.
He does, and Drahovas are also all over the back of Potts and Talbot and Rosu side by side going down towards Rouge. One of you back out. Talbot has backed out. That was a very smart decision, especially with the Camel Straight just here now, and Talbot nearly loses the car, but he's going to have the slipstream, he's going to have the ERS, but so is Rosu. It all comes down to who has the lower wings, and it looks like Khan has the lower wings all over the back of Talbot as well.
And meanwhile, Jehovah's done, Potts. Oh, there's a little bit of contact, a little bit of drifting. And it's going to bring much into play instead, and much profits from Jehovah's downfall.
Yeah, a little bit further behind, Swan and Fantenberg were just battling it out. They managed to keep it clean, but Swan is really struggling in these conditions. He's made his way up to P10, unlike Monk, who has stayed where he is.
Monk has only gained the position due to a man spinning. Meanwhile, talking about a man spinning, now Swan almost spinning. What's Much doing?
Much nearly just hit the back of Potts. He tried to go around the outside into coming out of Puon. That was very, very scary. They nearly made contact.
Puthran is pulling away.
Really is. He is. He's got this under control at the moment. And as we say that, that is Swan.
And there's a safety car.
I want to see what he's done.
Oh, no.
How has he bent it?
He's lost it on the exit of Stavolo and just torpedoed the wall. Monk is in the points.
This can't happen. Harrington, do something.
T-bone him.
Take him out.
End his whole career.
So it looks like Jerling and Much and Fantenberg are into the pit. Monk is going to go. They're on fresh wets, I think. Monk is actually up into P7 now. One of you take him out. So yeah, they're all on fresh, wet tyres, which may be a good choice, actually.
It's an interesting strategy, Cotton. Monk is now up 4 places, though, with people pitting.
He is, which is a national tragedy. We need somebody to do something about that. Jehovah's maybe.
You won't get a penalty if you kill Monk.
You will be excused. You'll be forgiven if you kill Monk. I'd just like to say, Potts running very, very close to the back of Khan in the safety car. There was nearly contact there.
Potts will be looking to try and bypass his rival here in Khan as soon as possible, but Puthran will be gratefully or unhappy with the... I
was going to say, this is the only person that has like been negatively affected by this safety car. He had a 2-second lead. If he's done it once, he can most likely do it again. So we'll just have to see what kind of start he gets and how he pulls away. But one thing's for certain, the safety car will be out for another lap.
Oh yes, because 2 of the cars have yet to catch up in Jerling and Fantenberg.
It's not even that, it's just the fact that the safety car's
minimum 2 laps.
been out for 1 lap, yeah.
So meanwhile, I'm going to now punch my PC so the safety car comes in and they have a moving chicane.
That was very funny to watch.
I regret it. My PC didn't like me for about an hour. It was a lot of repairs. As we now have to wait for the longest safety car lap in existence.
If worst comes to worst, we could just etch scratches into the wall every time the sun comes up.
I've eaten my kebab.
Already?
Already. I was hungry.
Wow. A vacuum. What kebab did you even have?
Lamb. Doner.
Oh.
Doner kebab.
Oh.
Lamb doner kebab and chips. Oh. Get in my tummy.
I'm not a massive fan of lamb. I don't know. I do like a tasty doner kebab though. It depends where it's from.
Doner is lamb.
Yeah, I know that. But in a kebab, it's all right. But if it's like a roasted lamb, I'm not a massive fan.
Pots. I mean, Peter has done you so dirty.
There's no need for that. Look, I've given up my Sunday night for this. You better be grateful.
Exactly. Wait until we interchange it. Then it's going to be... Right. Oh. So, this was the one thing I was worried about, is there was 12 cars, and now we have a safety car.
Yes.
So, the race slows down.
The worst part of it is it's Spa and it's wet. So it's such a long safety car.
Singapore is the only longer safety car I can think of.
Oh yeah, good point.
I would like to say though, in real life they don't race in these conditions, which I find is a travesty, seeing as I remember the days of Michael Schumacher, Mika Hakkinen and all that lot. They just fucking put the wets on and went for it.
Exactly.
Now, they cry.
Look, the point is, if Alfred Monk can manage it, I'm sure that Lewis Hamilton can.
Lewis used to be a wizard in the wet. What happened to him? He's become wet. Safety car is coming in this lap though, so Puffran will get us started. We better pull up the telemetry here to make sure he doesn't go too slow.
Oh, he's doing a me restart.
He's not doing it as badly as you though. You like to go to like 20 miles an hour. It was insane.
I think the slowest I went at one point was like 8 mile an hour. I think that was Hungary.
Yeah.
People were not very happy.
No one was happy.
What is the limit now?
40
What
miles
is the
an hour.
new rule?
Well,
40?
You can be at 40 miles an hour is the lowest speed.
Oh, that's ruined it.
It stops, like, you know, people dying.
No, it's not.
Puffran's gone. Puffran's gone
very early. Yeah.
It'd be a shame if he was under 40 miles an hour for this corner. Oh no, he is. I joke.
No, I don't.
But he doesn't get a good getaway.
On a penalty.
And Talbot and Rosu holding steady. Talbot having to put a bit of opposite lock on. Meanwhile, Vandenberg has got past Harrington. This cannot stand. We need Monk to put it into a wall.
It looks like Much and Monk are very, very close, so it may happen earlier than expected. Oh!
Oh, Radion is where people die in real life.
You can't say that, man. You can't say that.
It is a factual statement.
And Much round the outside into Lake Arm on Alfred Monk. There isn't quite contact, but Monk round the outside, he's off the track.
And Monk
he nearly
is
spins.
Slippery slidey. And Monk is down into P10 with only the Alpine who's struggling as well in the weather.
Look, statistics say Monk will put it in the wall at some point, and Drahovazol has been overtaken by Much.
Much is on a charge right now.
He is.
What are you broing, Peter?
The statistics say Monk will put it in the wall at some point.
And in
it's
this,
just when.
In this wet weather.
Jerling and Drahovas are side by side and there's contact. They've kept it in a straight line.
Somehow. And now Vandenberg is eyeing up a piece of Drahovas.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, they're wheel-to-wheel. Last time we saw people wheel-to-wheel through this corner, Lewis Hamilton went into the side pod of Checo Perez.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, the man who likes getting wet, it's the Indian submarine flying through Blanchimont.
Submarine. Oh, there was nearly contact between Drahovazol and Vandenberg. Drahovazol seeming to go slower than Vandenberg.
Maybe damage.
Through Blanchimont.
Maybe.
I think he's running lower wings.
You mean higher wings? Oh, he's very loose. He is very loose. I'd like to say Much is all over the rear. Much, who pit for fresh wet, is all over the rear now of Evan Potts. But Puffran is legging it. He's bolting for the wind. And let's ride on board here with Much as he eyes up the new Mercedes team principal, Evan Potts. What can he didgeridoo?
Nothing but just ahead. I think I saw Khan going side by side with Talbot.
Possibly, but he's all over the rear. But Much is still pressuring Potts. He's taking much wider lines, getting really creative with it. As some would say, oh, he touches his rear slightly there. He's drawing outside of the lines.
Potts is able to stay ahead through the sector. There aren't many places you can make a move except...
You've got such a better drive out of Pouon.
You can see the difference in tyres.
You really can.
Massively.
Can you no-stop this?
I would imagine not. Not with today's time. I don't know.
He's all over him. He's all over him.
He's pushing him through that corner, and it looks like he's going to want to make a move going into Blanchimont. They are side by side. Potts, there's a little bit of weaving. I'm not sure what that's about.
Is a hard part to judge because it is also a corner.
It is, and
here we
he's
go.
on the grass.
Around the outside, inside for the next corner. A little bit of contact, and Jerling is invited into attack and make it a three-way battle. Meanwhile, someone's had a moment.
That's Monk.
Oh, it's Alfred Monk who's in the grass!
And Drahovazol, what was that about?
Drahovazol's into the pits.
Oh, and Much has got past Potts. There was a little bit of contact coming out of, and he's sped.
And he's retired.
Oh.
So Monk only has to finish for points now.
Please don't.
Potts.
Here comes Jerling, though, all over the back of Potts. He's pulled to the outside, hoping to break a little bit later. Potts showing him the grass, but he's not having any of it. Is Jerling. He's got the inside for this corner. Now Potts has the inside, but he's too far behind.
Vandenberg did also have fresh wet, so he's now all over the rear of Potts. It's a Mercedes versus a Red Bull. It's been a while since we've seen this.
He's pushing him through there into No Name. He's just not going to have any way to get past. He is going to be screaming in that car because he's not finding a way past. But
no.
on the inside of Pouon. Oh, good lord.
I'm gonna. He's done it. Neither of them died.
That was a very nice move from Vandenberg.
And Much is already cruising up to the back of Khan and Talbot. The fresh wets are really paying dividends here. I've also burnt my finger on my kebab.
I would also like to say, Much nearly ended up in the wall there. Puthran has lost that advantage he had to Vlad Rosu, and Much is going to have... he's going to be having the time of his life right now. He's on those fresher wets, which was a very good call to make. And he's gaining on all four cars ahead of him. He's just got to pick them off one by one.
This is the man to watch then. He's on a charge. He's got a plan. What can Much produce? In that
Khan is also all over the back of Melwin Talbot.
Been there for a while now.
He has. It looks like Talbot's got better straight line speed than everybody else around him, so it's hard for them to make. I just closed my eyes as that happened, but Khan.
I thought Much was about to die.
Khan up the inside of Melwin Talbot into Leauge they go, and Khan squeezing up the inside. There's contact. Both of them not giving up whatsoever. They're still side by side. They haven't done a me and killed each other.
A little bit of wheel banging. Khan with the inside. Talbot will be able to carry the speed for No Name. And Much is eyeing it up. Much around the outside of No Name. Oh my days.
Oh lord.
Oh. So Khan is through. Can Much? Oh, it's poo on.
Oh good god.
Oh, they're wheel to wheel through poo on. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, Talbot gets a snap.
And now here comes Jerlin round the outside of Much. He's made that move somehow.
In the campus chicane entrance.
Oh, good.
At this rate, Monk might be able to get more points if someone dies.
I had my eyes closed for all of that. That was terrifying.
It's not even real life. If that was real life, I'd probably look away.
Yes.
So Talbot has now got the 3 fresh guys behind him. And Khan is starting to drop Talbot a little bit. Talbot not quite got the pace that we was expecting. Oh my god, Jerlin came in hot.
And Much looking for that switchback. He's got the better drive. They're side by side coming down the pit straight, but Much just has a far better drive than Jerling, and they're still side by side. Much took a very wide line, which compromises you a lot in this game, but he's got the better drive down to Leauge, and he is ahead.
I think he was leaving the space for Jerling. Oh my god, he got a little bit snappy through Leauge, and I thought, here we go, he's going to spin into Radion and he's going to get T-boned. That was going to be the end of Ryan Much.
Here comes Jerling though. He's got the slipstream, he's got the ERS, he pulls to the inside for Leauge. Side by side for the two. Much just has better braking. He has more confidence on those tyres than Jerling. Did Jerling pit?
Jerling has pit, Fantenberg has picked, and Much has pit. But the more they battle, the more the guys ahead get away, and the more they lose their tyre advantage. Jerling now thinks about a move, takes a much tighter line out of... Oh my god, Much is getting very creative with track limits here.
He is indeed. Mark will be on the radio to him in a second.
You need to be doing it cleanly. Wow. But Puffran has regained that 2-second lead to Vlad Rosu, who is in P2 with Khan. Has gained on Rosu. Khan looking like he could be the dark horse here to possibly snatch even the win. He's been the fight. Oh, there we go. Talbot and Much both getting 3-second time penalties for track limits.
No, that's not going to help them whatsoever, but Khan just has much better straight line speed than Vlad Rosu ahead, who has been dropped by Ariane Puthran. As you said yourself, the Indian submarine, he's taken tighter line through the first part of the bus stop to try and get a better... Monk has got past Harrington. He's 13 seconds behind Potts.
Monk, who used to be the wet weather wizard,
is now not.
Is now not. He's currently getting points on others' demise.
He is, and Potts is into the pit.
And so is Harrington. So Puffran leads. They're obviously going for the fresh wets.
I don't know. My eyes are deceiving me, but it looks Potts is on the intermediate.
He is. Potts enters. Harrington.
It doesn't look like Inters to me. It still looks like full wet conditions.
Harrington went for wets again, so everyone's eyes will be on Evan Potts in P9 on them intermediate tyres, because he might be about to take the field by storm.
I would also like to say Khan has got past Rosu.
He has, and he did that without us even realising. Jerling is making monster gains now on Talbot with Much in tow. Fantenberg hanging steady with the two guys in front of him on the fresher wet tyre. They're probably looking to make it last until the end, I would imagine.
Quite possibly.
Lap 8 they pitted, I think. Or 7. Or 4. I can't remember when one died.
I think it was lap 3. He died. So going on to lap 4.
They might be able to last.
Depends if it dries up, because Potts on those inters, he's quicker than Monk by the looks of it.
Yes, he's right on the rear. And there is less standing water now. Are the guys in the lead going to react to this, actually? Potts pulling a different strategy.
And Potts ran into the pits. Car stays out.
Oh, so undercut to overcut. There's definitely puddles, though. And Talbot in. I do see a lot of puddles.
Still looks early.
It does look early.
Still looks early.
But it's better to be too early than too late. Because if you're too late, then your tyres are toasted.
That is a very good point. Much getting that switch back on Jerling down towards Al Rouge. They're still side by side, but Jerling backs out of that. He knows
Puffran's gone full wet. Puffran chose the full wet option. Talbot on the intermediates. The Mercedes guys might be pulling a Ferrari strategy here.
Either that or a godly strategy, and Jerling back past Much.
No, it was oh yeah, ignore me. I thought that the Red Bull behind was Rosu, but it was actually Vandenberg. Much.
I have a feeling that Spikey may have accidentally chosen those tyres.
Well, he better hope the track doesn't dry up.
It's into conditions. Talbot he gained about 4 tenths through those corners. He's definitely into conditions. Spikey Puthran must have chosen that.
Common Puthran now.
It is. The Indian submarine is flooding.
He's got a leak, and now he's going to be a whole pit stop behind the people who he was racing.
Unless there's another safety car.
Which is possible.
Harrington, kill Monk.
Monk is on the track.
He is. There is always a chance of a safety car with him out on the track.
Monk is on the
Much was just pushing Jerling through. Is that Stavolo?
Stavolo, yeah.
He was pushing him through there. He nearly spun into the wall.
Puthran has equalised the time loss, actually.
No, he hasn't.
Has he not?
The gap was 4.0 at the start of the lap.
Oh, Vandenberg into the pits along with Rosu.
Will Puthran choose to pit again? No, he's staying out. He's sticking with it. I think he has to. Yeah, everybody is going on to the intermediates, and the Red Bulls are double stacking.
Oh no.
Oh,
oh dear. And Potts does set the fastest lap of the race. We're definitely in intermediate conditions now. Much and Jerling will be hoping the rain gets heavier once again.
I think these two are too focused on battling it out, and Much up the inside for Lecom.
Oh,
they're still side by side, and he just backs out.
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, yeah, it's not good for the entertainment. We would like to see some drama, but
the drama is the man who's coming through El Rouge now. Come on, fuck it. Spin and die. Yeah. Monk lives to take the corner one more lap. He could lose it in Stavolo as well, though.
Yeah, we just need him to lose it somewhere.
And
he's got every chance to.
Much is definitely carrying more speed through Puon, though. And Puthran is gaining on this pair with the fresh wets now.
It doesn't seem that Talbot has the same inroads he made last lap on Puthran. I'm not sure what that's about.
Gaining 3 or 4 temps, so it's definitely into weather, but there may be some sections of the track that are still wet. Also, talking of wet, racing is going to be getting rain soon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
So even more reason to
that won't be
drop
chaos
this game.
at all.
Even more reason to drop this game, because you know they're going to run an actual weather radar.
Do NASCAR run in the wet?
No.
Do they not?
No. But imagine... Oh, that's Jerling into the pits. Much staying out. But it does mean if you do what is it? The big German track.
Nürburgring?
Nürburgring, but you go into the trees. It's got a name, I can't remember its name.
Green Hell?
Where Nicky Lauda fucked it.
Oh, there.
Yeah, the Nordschleifer. Thank you, Peter. If you used to do Nordschleifer, half the track could be dry and half the track could be wet.
That is a very good point. And Puthran is past.
Puthran is past. You know that the race is starting to get boring when we're going on to segments.
Yes.
But taking a much tighter line. And Talbot is going to be hot in pursuit. Puthran will be hoping that Much can just hold up Talbot or maybe kill the pair of them.
That would bring out a safety car. That would make it a bit more interesting.
It would. It would. Death, please. Preferably through Radion.
Yes.
Oh, tier 3. Someone's gonna die in Radion.
Oh yeah. I mean, tier 1 they managed it. Peel, I believe it was.
His car didn't die though, and Much gets very loose and is no problem for Talbot to bypass the track. Definitely falling more and more into the interweather. Yeah,
Spiky nearly lost it.
iRacing is getting rain soon. It is confirmed that their next major update is going for rain.
Does that mean you get? I hope they make it a feature that you can have rain whenever you want. Because seeing NASCAR in the rain would be absolutely hilarious.
It wouldn't work. But anyway,
that's what would make it funny.
The battle for I wanted to play some today. It's on a short track. It's 55 laps. But I'm not going to get the time to, sadly. Oh well. Talbot is gaining on Puthran the track 100% into weather now. Khan all over the rear of Much as well. Khan will be hoping to catch up to Talbot possibly. The undercut though has come in clutch for Potts and Talbot. Potts, who is now ahead of Rosu, but Rosu putting the pressure on. As Khan has... Oh my god, he's done the move through Leauge.
He has.
And next up is going to be Potts and Rosu. Rosu looking a lot faster on the fresher inters. He swings out for the outside. Potts going defensive. Gonna squeeze him. Oh! Rosu drifts and loses it.
Yeah, Potts just showed him the runoff there. There was no doing for Rosu. I don't think he was ever going to make it around the outside there.
Talbot gaining the most through Sector 2. Puthran's tyres will be screaming at him. And it's all coming ahead. Will Puthran be able to hold up Talbot well enough for Khan to get into play though?
It is very much possible. I can't... Well, no, because Khan is on the wet tyres.
Oh, he is. Also, there will be no interviews today as I have to run away after this race.
Talbot
very fast through Sector 2. Much.
Yeah, but he's not running the low wings.
Oh, yellow flag! Ah, it's not Monk.
Ah!
Potts now around the outside through Blanchimont. Oh my days. They went side by side through Blanchimont. Talbot all over the rear of Puthran. Is it going to come to a boiling point here into La Source?
No, I think Talbot is waiting for this next straight, but Puthran has lower wings than Talbot, so he may be able to just pull away down the Camel Straight. But Talbot looking for a way past. He's going to the inside, then the outside. Oh, and Spiky nearly lost it.
I would add, remember Jerling pit, and he was right in front of Much.
Yes.
Look how close Jerling is to Much.
Oh my.
Much
Talbot round the outside. Oh!
Was there contact? It was hard to tell from the angle we were given.
There was a tiny bit of contact, but Potts and Rosu.
Round 2. And Rosu gets his elbows out and is cleanly past Potts. And we want him to catch up to Khan on the wet tyre. Meanwhile, March is now a sitting duck for Mans Vandenberg to dispatch. The Red Bull double stack hasn't really cost them too much, as Henningsen will be being told by his engineer not to leave because he's still in the points. And there we go, it's Gerling. No, Vandenberg past Much dropping down the order. Next will be Gerling to bypass the McLaren. And the McLaren holding out has 6 more laps. Maths. So Khan has been gaining on Puffran though, on the wet tyre. And I would say the rain seems to have picked up a little bit. Look at the runoffs. Look at the runoffs.
I can't really tell. I mean, Gerling has just flown past Much there. There's literally no battle whatsoever. But Talbom is still pulling away from Spiky.
We are starting to see puddles forming off the racing line though again. There could be another cruel swing from the rain gods.
There might possibly. It looks like Talbom is still just pulling away from Puthran.
It's not quite wet weather yet, but we're seeing puddles form again. And if there are puddles, it means the Inters will suddenly start aquaplaning.
They will.
As meanwhile, Vandenberg now gaining on Potts. Potts' early pit stop may have looked like a master plan, and Much is in the pits. Racing Monk. Oh, here we go.
Oh, kill him.
Actually, deploy.
Nowhere else will you get commentators begging somebody to kill one of the drivers. But here we go.
Pole was Rosu with a 41-1. Oh, Monk does not look stable.
What, mentally or physically?
Both.
Kill him.
Much is looking for a creative line, but how is he going to claw 19 seconds to the next car? He should have pit with Gerling.
He should have. Kill him! Kill him into Puon. Go!
Just Monk dying would be glorious.
It would. It would be the highlight of my year.
Points. He's not at 90% just yet. And no doing. Meanwhile, the battle for P5 is Potts versus Vandenberg, and Vandenberg is looking very racy on the rear of that Mercedes. Are we going to see a move into the bus stop chicane? Here we go. Vandenberg eyes it up. Thinks better of it right in the last second. He wants to get past the Mercedes and follow his teammate through. Are you okay there?
There was contact between Much and Monk in Stavilo.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh. Monk's going to try and leave his nose in there. Oh my god.
Oh, you muppet.
He wasn't entitled to space there.
Kill him, Much. Oh.
Much is cleanly through and on his way. Meanwhile, it is Puffran now coming under threat from the fresher wet tyre of Khan for P2.
Vandenberg and Potts still battling it out.
For P5. And Gerling is going to be gaining on them with the fresher Inters. The Inters are going to start to fade, I would imagine. And Much. As Vandenberg looks for a move up the inside. Oh my days. He's just breezed past Potts. Potts was like a safety car that was meant to come in, but he hasn't. And now it's going to be Gerling attacking Potts. That was a reference to Spain Tier 3.
We didn't realise.
You were very confused.
What? No, it wasn't.
As it's Gerling all over the rear of that Mercedes. The Mercedes dropping down the order here. As Khan is all over the rear of Puffran. But Gerling, let's ride on board here with Kevin Gerling, as he will be wanting to get past Evan Potts. Hey, that's the Monk we know. Oh, through Blanchimont, here we go.
How did they keep that clean?
Jerling lifted. And Vandenberg gets a little bit loose there. Jerling gets a much better exit than the 2 cars ahead of him. Potts gets very loose on exit. And Jerling maybe looking for a move into La Source. He's going to be alongside later braking. He's going to have to take a wider line because the Mercedes is on his inside. There's contact.
Oh, good lord.
That
was a bit more fight
who was
there.
that
That
on?
was scary.
Whose fault was that? I would have said that was Potts' fault because he hooked his wheel onto the inside of Jerling's
yeah,
wheel.
that seems to be Potts' fault. But Jerling round the outside into Lake Army breaks a bit later. They're still side by side. There's more contact between the two. Potts round the outside. He's sticking it up the inside.
And Jerling's through. Potts will fire back. Oh. Unable to do so. Now with Jerling trying to catch up to Vandenberg. Meanwhile, Puffran has stemmed the bleeding to Khan. Has got over a second gap back. But Taubon is leading. Even with that 3-second time penalty, he doesn't have to push really now.
He doesn't. He just has to cruise. It's only, what, 3 more laps for him. And it's in the bag. We just need Monk in that 3 laps.
No, he's
to die.
He's 90% of the way through now, I think.
He's
got points. No! No, he's got points.
No, he's not. He's not. He has to make it to lap 20. Die through Stavolo. Die, you drunk man.
The biggest battle is Rosu is gaining on Khan now. Monk into Stavolo now. Will he lose it? Please, please, just bin it now. Now. Into the wall on the exit. No! So Talbot starts lap 20. Puffran has Khan having to defend off Rosu. Rosu has had a second wind here. Will be looking to regain P3.
Bin it before the line, Monk. That's all I ask. Bin it before the line. Do it.
You sounded like Emperor Palpatine then. And he's made it to that point.
Oh, he's got points.
He's got 2 points. Rosu, the battle now is for P3 because it's Vlad Rosu versus Belink Khan. No, I can't remember Khan's first name. He's not Belink.
Don't ask me.
Is it Oliver?
Oliver Khan. I can't imagine that.
He's not the German footballer.
Let me check. Khan.
It's B Khan. It might be Belink Khan.
Belink Khan.
Belink Khan.
I have no clue.
Anyway, Talbon leads by a healthy margin. Puffran has 2 cars who'll be wanting to get past him for the Drivers' Championship. Belil Khan.
Lil Khan. Ooh.
Rosu almost dying through Stavolo. And someone, Henningson's crash!
Oh!
There won't be a safety car though.
If only he could have done that like a lap earlier.
And into Monk.
Yeah, or if it was just Monk doing that.
So that will be 1 point for Alpine. Just. Only just. It is Belil. So Talbot now has no one around him. This is what we was worrying about when there was 12 drivers signing up for today. It is going to be Puffran being chased down by Khan and Rosu. This is the battle to watch. Let's ride on board with Khan as he is chasing down Puffran, but Puffran appears to be faster in the straights.
Yeah, I did say that.
I tell a lie, because Khan is gaining. Puffran puts 2 wheels on the grass. He's panicking. He's going to lose his position. Runs it deep. And now Khan is all on his rear. He can really mount the pressure on here.
We've got to remember Rosu just behind on those intermediate tyres. He is going to be gaining on both these wet runners.
And also, Khan has a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, so he may lose out to both Red Bulls if he doesn't get a move on.
Puffran is parking he's gone from the Indian submarine to the Indian bus.
He is no longer the Indian Flash.
If he dies before the finish line, he's going to be the Indian Crash.
He is. And to be fair, that kind of would make my day. That would be very, very amusing to watch. And
Monk getting points has ruined my day. So the only way to make it up is for someone to absolutely bin it now.
It's only ruined your day. Ruined my month.
No, my entire year. Rosu, though, we want him to get past. They're within 5 tenths. The 3 of them are within 5 tenths.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, this is going to pop off.
This is not going to end well.
I would look at Talbot, but
10 seconds ahead.
10 seconds ahead. Meanwhile, Khan is all over the rear of Puffran with Rosu right behind this duo. Vandenberg is right there as well. He's emerging as the dark horse to maybe steal a podium spot, because we're about to start the final lap as they come into La Source, and it's going to be Puffran leading Khan, leading Rosu with Vandenberg just behind, and Jerling is not too far behind that as they're going to come through El Rouge. Now it's going to be Puffran still leading this train from P2 through to P4. Vandenberg is still gaining. Khan looking very fast as well. Puffran's tyres may be seeing the end of days. He should have been fighting for the lead, but he put the wrong tyres on, and now it's going to be Khan maybe dumping that battery into... I forgot the name of this corner.
The late Khan, there was a little bit of contact there going into the corner, but Puthran parking his car in all the right places.
Oh! Khan's in the grass! Khan's in the grass and he loses out to Vandenberg. And now it could be Red Bull double attack on Puffran. Puffran's about to get tag teamed.
He has got to watch out. He is, and Much gets another 3 seconds, but he has got to watch out for those intermediate tyres on those 2 Red Bulls, and they are just pushing him through Puon now, coming into whatever these corners are called.
It's Campos. It's the Campos chicane.
Campos chicane. Rosu is going to be wanting to get that run down into Blanchimont, into the bus stop chicane.
A better exit here through Stavilo. Might see both Red Bulls dump it and go. Here we go. They're coming through the second pass. Stavilo now. Puffran runs wide. Rosu up the inside on the exit. It's going to be side by side as they come towards Blanchimont. And Vandenberg tucks in behind Rosu. Oh my god, here we go. He's about to go racing. Talbot, meanwhile, is coming across the start-finish line to take the lead. But we don't care about that. Rosu is through. Vandenberg's battling Puffran up the inside. Oh my days, here we go. Rosu. Vandenberg's going to look for a move. Rosu's going to cover off Puffran. And it's going to be a Red Bull 2-3. Oh wow, there's contact. Oh no.
What just happened?
Did Vandenberg make it across the line?
He did not make it across the line.
Is his dead car over?
His dead car is not over.
Half of it was, half of it wasn't.
Monk is up to P8. No.
I don't know. Are we going to class Vandenberg as finishing?
That was quite possibly the most tier 2 ending to a race I've ever seen.
Monk has scored points. We've got to work out where Vandenberg is, because I don't know if he finished the line or across the line or not.
I know he didn't. That's why he was dropping down. His car finished on the line, but not over it.
Oh no! Archie Britton's going to be crying. That is your teammate.
He may be my teammate, but that was the funniest death I've ever seen.
Oh my days! That is
That is the most tier 2 ending to a race I've ever seen.
That was insane. Like, you couldn't have wrote that. Talbot wins, but that is not the talking point, because it is the exit out of the chicane that is going to have everyone talking as Puffran and Vandenberg, both cars DNF. Puffran's car crosses the line. Vandenberg's does not. But there are your standings, and I will be going very soon. I do not have time for you know, the things.
The interviews.
The interviews, but Oh my days. Public is going to explode, I bet. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's all kicking off. Rose is not one to kick off. Rosie's not one to kick off, so the fact that he said something, it was wet all the way. But Monk has got points. He's scored 4 points if Vandenberg doesn't get deemed as crossing the line.
Oh, good lord. Oh, no.
He scored more points than he did the last season. Monk redemption arc, here we go.
That was the funniest ending to a race
And I think
I've ever seen.
I think on that note, we're going to end that here. It's been me, Martin.
AFJ.
That was quite the ending to capitulate the race. Tune in on Wednesday as the Tier 3 drivers have to take this track on. Hopefully there'll be more of us turning up and maybe it will rain. Anyway, thank you very much and goodbye.